I'm not your mother anymore. Those words hung in the air like a gunshot in silence. Emma stood in the kitchen doorway, clutching a mug of cold coffee. She was 58, but the past 2 years had aged her a decade. Her once thick chestnut hair was now thin and streaked with gray. She no longer bothered to dye. Her eyes, once bright and full of life, had dimmed, as if someone had switched off the light inside them. Her son, Marcus, 26, sat at the table with his arms crossed. He wouldn't look at her. His face was unreadable, but Emma knew beneath that mask a storm raged. She saw it in the small things, the way his jaw clenched when he was angry, the way he avoided her gaze when he felt guilty. But right now, he didn't feel guilt. He felt hurt deep, old, accumulated over years. You can't say that, he finally said, his voice low and controlled. It's not fair. Not fair. Emma laughed, but it came out bitter, almost hysterical. You call that unfair? What about the fact that you don't answer our calls? That you didn't even show up for your father's birthday? That you ignore us like we're furniture in an abandoned house? I'm not ignoring you. I'm just living my own life. A life with no room for us? Marcus stood. His height, nearly a head taller than hers, always unnerved her in moments like this. Not physically, of course, but symbolically. He'd grown, left, become a stranger. You created this distance yourself, Mom. Me? Yes, you and Dad. You always decided for me. School, college, my first job, even who I should date. Remember Lena? Emma looked away. Lena, the girl with the soft voice and stubborn spirit. Marcus had truly liked her, but Emma had said, she's not from our world. She has no ambition. His father added, she's not right for you. And Marcus, as always, obeyed. That was a long time ago, she whispered. Not for me. Silence filled the house. Only the ticking of the wall clock reminded them that time hadn't stopped. Emma sank into a chair. Suddenly, she felt a fatigue, not physical, but the kind that seeps into your bones, your soul, the hidden corners of your mind. I thought I was doing the right thing, she said. I wanted you to have everything. The best education, a stable career, the right people around you. But you never asked what I wanted. Did you ever tell us? I tried, but you didn't listen. You only heard what you wanted to hear. She closed her eyes. She remembered when he was 15 and came to her saying, I want to be a photographer. And she'd replied, photography is a hobby, not a career. His father added, think about your future. And Marcus quietly went to his room. He never mentioned photography again. I'm sorry, she said. Sorry isn't a magic word, Mom. It doesn't erase the past. I know, but I want to change. Marcus looked at her for the first time during the whole conversation. Something flickered in his eyes, not hope, perhaps, but exhaustion from the war. Why no? Because I'm scared. Of what? That I'll lose you forever. He was silent, then slowly sat back down. You won't lose me. I'm just far away. What if I asked you to come closer? You can't ask. You can only offer. Emma nodded. For the first time in a long while, she felt she wasn't talking to an enemy, but to her son, the one she loved but never truly understood. Okay, she said. I'm offering to start over. No expectations. No pressure. Just being near each other. Marcus thought for a moment. Then he stood, walked over, and placed a hand on her shoulder. I'll think about it. It wasn't a yes, but it wasn't a no either. When he left, Emma sat at the table for a long time. One thought circled in her mind. Parenting isn't about control. It's about trust. About learning to let go even when it terrifies you. The next day, she called her husband, Richard. He was away on a business trip but answered right away. How did it go? He asked. Bad. Good. I don't know. Did he say anything? He said we never listened to him. Richard sighed. Maybe he's right. You think so too? I think we tried too hard to be perfect parents and forgot to just be parents. Emma smiled through her tears. What do we do now? We learn. A week later, Marcus texted her, Can I come over on Sunday? No, hi, no, how are you? Just a question. She replied, Of course. On Sunday, he didn't come alone. With him was a woman, not Lena, but someone else. Her name was Sarah. She was an architect, drank her coffee black, spoke little, but looked you straight in the eyes. Emma didn't ask if it was serious. She didn't pry about their plans. She simply set the table and offered coffee. During lunch, they talked about nothing important. The weather, a new TV series, how Richard had tried to fix the lawnmower and nearly started a fire. Marcus laughed. So did Emma. When they left, Sarah hugged her. "He's told me a lot about you," she said. "I hope it was good," Emma replied. "Not all of it, but it was honest." Emma nodded. Honesty was already a beginning. Months passed. Their relationship didn't become perfect. There were times when Marcus shut down again, when Emma caught herself slipping into old habits, wanting to give advice, interfere, help. But now she stopped herself. She breathed and stayed silent. One day, he invited them to an exhibition of his photographs. Yes, photographs. It turned out he hadn't given it up after all. He'd just done it in secret. Emma stood before one image, a black and white photo of an old tree, its roots clawing out of the earth as if trying to hold on. The caption read, "Roots." "Is this about us?" she asked. "About anyone trying not to lose connection with where they came from," he replied. She hugged him. For the first time in years, not out of fear or expectation, just because she wanted to. "I'm proud of you," she said. "Thanks, Mom." Family arguments aren't the end. They're a painful but necessary path to understanding. Sometimes, to become close again, you must first admit you've drifted apart. Emma never said, "I'm not your mother anymore," again. Because now she knew, motherhood isn't a right, it's a privilege. And it demands not control, but respect. And Marcus, in turn, started calling more often, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. Sometimes they argued. Sometimes they were silent. But now the silence wasn't hostile. It was patient. Because love isn't the absence of conflict. It's the choice to stay even when it hurts. And in that choice lies the heart of family.